Now, when we are done with creation of our activities list, and also we have sequenced our activities, so the next step in creation of our schedule model is to come up with the duration estimates. Estimate activity duration is a process of predicting duration of individual tasks. You will have to run down through list of your activities, and against each activity you need to ask a question that how long it shall take. You cannot do it alone, of course. You have to take an input from an experienced resource or experienced resources who have done this kind of work in the past. The level of accuracy of the estimates will depend on how well you know these activities. So as the result of progressive elaboration, we will uncover additional details about these activities, which will actually help to improve the accuracy of our estimates. You shall also consider what types of resources need to carry out this kind of work. Are we relying on heavy machinery or equipment to carry out the work quickly, or we are limited to use of tiny piece of equipment which will be much slower? Or maybe we will do it at all manually without the use of the machinery. Similarly, availability of experienced resource versus a junior staff can make a big difference. Do you have a senior designer or junior designer in your team? So your approach and the types of resources you can use can affect your duration estimates. Let's take a look into the ITTOs of this process. Among your inputs, you have project management plan, schedule management plan is part of it, scope baseline is part of it, project documents, you have activity attributes, activity list, assumption log, lessons learned register, project team assignments, milestone list, resource breakdown structure. Resource breakdown structure, which we haven't seen so far, we will look into detail in the next lectures, is just kind of a hierarchy, just like your WBS. But it shows what resources are used on this project. So it will help you predict the duration based on what resources I am using and where in the project. Resource calendars as well. When people are available, this will be a big question. So what are the requirements also for each of these resource? Material, equipment, any specific resource related requirement. Also among our inputs and tools and techniques is risk register. So risks can affect the time. And further we have enterprise environmental factors as well as our OPAs. Among tools and techniques, we have a long list: expert judgment, analogous estimation, parametric estimation, 3-point estimates, bottom-up estimation. So we are going to look into these details, these tools and techniques in further detail in next lectures. Among them, we also have data analysis, alternative analysis, reserve analysis, decision making, and meetings. Among the outputs, we have duration estimates, basis of estimates, project documents that shall be updated include activity attributes, assumption log, lessons learned register. All right, great job. Keep moving forward. I shall see you in the next lecture.